Hello, my beautiful and talented people. Thank you to everybody who's been liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. I really appreciate it, and it really helps me out. Thank you so much. I am doing a giveaway as soon as I hit 5,000 subscribers, so just make sure that you are subscribed and you comment and you're in the running for one of the two. So pile number one for How Attractive Are You is the Tower. Pile number two is the Hierophant. Pile number three is the Lovers. And pile number four is the Queen of Cups. So just take a moment, figure out which one seems right to you. We're going to move on to pile one with the Tower. Hello, my gorgeous and talented pile number ones. You picked the Tower. I think that you have a very strong effect on people. I think long after your relationships with people are over, people don't forget about you. They still keep up. So you tend to have a very strong effect. Are you somebody who's in this? I feel like I don't. You may not realize what a big impact you have on people, because I feel like once you've been in somebody else's life, it's just not the same. With the King of Swords, are you somebody that's a little bit... Are you the King of Swords? Yeah. So I think sometimes you do leave behind broken hearts because you're somebody that very much is more comfortable in your cerebral space. And you may not even be really willing to meet people on this emotional level. But you still leave a really big impression. With the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like, people are willing to be patient to get a chance to be closer to you. So, how attractive are you? Yeah. You inspire a lot of love in people. Like, people kind of get that lightning bolt reaction to you, and kind of think that you're their perfect person. Sometimes have a lot of sadness and regret when that doesn't turn out to be the case. How attractive are you? So you're somebody that has an air of mystery about them. I'm going to push this down just a little bit so you can see better. So with the Moon and the Eight of Pentacles, like you're somebody that people feel drawn to, and they don't fully, completely understand the draw so much as it is like you have this really strong draw on other people. Kind of makes people feel like gives this kind of meant to be energy for people, and they're willing to like be as patient as they need to be. However, there does need to be work put in. Is it work put in on relationship? Are you willing to put in work in relationships? I feel like selectively you are. But that if you do want some of these things to ground more, it's not because people don't have strong emotions, because you very much bring out strong emotions in people, and they feel this strong draw to you. They feel this intense attraction to you. But sometimes, like, if things don't pan out for a long time, it does leave these people sad. So, what makes you attractive? Pile number 1. Yeah, you just really, you draw in people. You have this, I mean, you could be very hardworking yourself, but I think that a lot of that you may put towards something cerebral versus necessarily something cerebral or something practical. But people see that drive and accomplishment in you, and they find it very attractive. They really want to be part of your life. You have this, it's almost like the most attractive thing about you is your energy. And people find it hard not to be intertwined in your energy. People feel it hard not to fall for your own mastery. Feel like people are very attracted to your mind. Like, people really respect your goals, but like you have this extra charisma that it's something that people don't necessarily know how to put their finger on it so much as they just feel so drawn. And I feel like to some extent they almost feel like helplessly drawn to you. Like you're somebody who has so much control. And I think that is something that can occasionally cause others to feel some kind of regret. The 5 of Swords. I'm sorry, the 5 of Swords fell out. Should I take this? So I'm saying that I should take the 5 of Swords. I think that some people, whether or not you're meaning to be cruel, I think that sometimes people think that you are willing to. They see a part of you that is kind of doing whatever you can to win, like really not caring about maybe the emotional consequences of. So people do see that you may have some ruthless qualities about you. They're still attracted. But it does give people a little bit of pause, especially since you do keep this air of mystery about you. I think sometimes people might attribute what you do to something a little bit crueler than what you intend. Like, sometimes when you're just taking your time to move forward, people are giving are assuming that you don't mean well. But at the same time, like, just unbelievable draw. It just, people can't help but want to be in your space. With the Hanged Man, you sometimes are willing to, 333 is on the clock, so that might be very significant to you. Again, coming back to the Hanged Man, you are somebody who is willing to very much take your time. You're willing to not move forward on things. And if you do, sometimes it's very slow. And you are trying to be methodical, but sometimes that leads to people feeling like a connection with you won't pay off. And seeing you as, you know, intelligent, witty, interesting, but cold. And you may give the impression of being manipulative. I'm not necessarily... I did get the Five of Swords and I did get the Magician twice, but I'm not really getting that you are inherently manipulative. It's just you occasionally give this effort. I'm sorry, not this effort. You occasionally give off this impression. Because you keep everything really close to the chest. And you often are not willing to move forward. Sometimes the thing that people want most from you is some clarity. But yeah, I feel like sometimes people feel like hopelessly drawn to you. Like they can't look away. But they see you as somebody who really wants your autonomy and space. And at the same time, so I mean, I feel like for some of you, people feel this unimaginable draw to you and want to have this stability with you, but they also acknowledge that you might be somebody who would prefer to keep your autonomy. And sometimes I think because this is something hurtful for people who do, I get that you do sometimes inspire people to fall head over heels for you. But there's something in you that doesn't necessarily want to move forward. And occasionally that, whether you may not mean that to be mean, but sometimes people attribute that to bad intentions. Which ultimately you don't owe anybody, just because you are very attractive. And you do inspire a lot of, you know, these tower moments for people where, you know, after meeting you, they almost want to readjust their whole life, you know, so that they can be in yours, because you are just drawing what you want towards you. But, so you're somebody who's extraordinarily charismatic. You're somebody that you're not hugely emotionally available. So, which ultimately, you know, I think that you have a lot of people who are attracted to you. So, if you clearly can't be the everything for every person who wants to be in your life, but you do leave a string of people who, you know, just regret that they couldn't get closer. So let's get you some charms. And I will get you an oracle card from the cosmic reading deck. How attractive are you? Cosmic connection. I feel like you definitely have somebody in specific who feels this connection with you that they have trouble letting go of. They just feel really drawn to you. Do you feel really drawn to? I feel like you both have been kind of respectively manifesting each other. It does look like maybe your end goals are different, but you're somebody who I feel like there is somebody in particular, but people can kind of feel your energy, and people very much want to be in that energy. I've got the mask, and I feel like for this pile, I think I also needed to mention the 11. For some reason, that jumped out at me, so I felt that you guys needed to know. I feel like people are very attracted to you. People, are like overwhelmingly drawn to you, but at the same time, you have this mystery. You have this kind of unwillingness to be known. And obviously, that comes from pain. But but sometimes a part of your draw is the fact that people can't quite peg you. I will say that you do inspire a lot of love and affection, though. I do feel that there is somebody in particular that very much feels this love, but that person especially doesn't feel like that you mean them the best. They still have this love and affection for you. Do you have this love and affection for them? I feel like you're not as much on board, but but like if you were willing to open up, there would be a great deal of love that came into you, because it's with this soft heart. Do you have a soft heart? That's not what I'm really getting. I get that that there are people that really have these open, loving, soft intentions towards you. I'm getting from you that maybe you're a little less open to that, but you should know that, you have a lot of, kindness that is really directed to you. So people see you as somebody that is very advanced. Like you've done a lot to grow. And people see that about you. That is something that is very attractive about you. I think that often people don't know what you've been doing to grow, because I don't think you're that transparent with your process, but people see your growth. People are very attracted to that. With don't panic, I think that you are actually really good at keeping things calm. Okay, I'm also getting that you do some level of emotional suppression. And that is something that you may need to work on. Not to say that, obviously not every moment of every day is a good time to be emotional. There are definitely reasons why you may have to delay dealing with something until you're in a safer space, or, because you sometimes you have to maintain your cool for sheer survival purposes. And I think that you're actually very good at that. But I'm also getting that there's some level of you not being willing to feel your feelings, which is a little bit, of course I dropped the cards, which is a little bit too out of balance. And that once you bring yourself to another level of internal balance, your whole, like, all your chakras are going to light up. You're going to be in much more sync with the spiritual. I do think that you do have these spiritual things anyways, but with my beautiful Frida Kahlo, you are somebody that I understand why you would be wearing this mask. I'm getting that your true self is even more attractive. And I think that it's not just that, yes, some people are attracted to you because of your distance. But some people are attracted to you because of who you are in your most authentic form. And overall, I think that those types of relationships may be something that's healthier for you. But I feel like you really want to keep your emotions below the surface and keep them under control. And that's something that'll work for the short term. But overall, in the long term, it's likely to become problematic for you. But people see your amazing ability to manifest what you want, your strength. People see your brilliance. People feel very connected to you. People feel very loving towards you. People feel like knowing you entirely changes the landscape of their life. So you don't have a lukewarm impression on people. You have a very intense impression on people. And I feel like there is some form of, you might even get some form of hero worship. Just because people can see what you do and really want to be able to do the same things. And it is partially because you put in the work so that you have things pay off for you. And you are somebody who's self-contained within themselves. with the chef hat and the utensils. Some of you definitely cook. I feel like you do inspire people who may want to take care of you, who may want to, you know, do what they can to try to build a foundation with you, to plant the seeds, to make things happen. With my little double-deckered bus, you may have some relationship with the United Kingdom. But I feel like when you make progress forward, it sometimes inspires other people to do the same thing. And you are somebody who is very good at that, you know, with the Magician coming out twice. You're somebody who's very good at manifesting what you want. And when you go forward towards it, you actually inspire other people to do the same thing, whether intentionally or not intentionally. And I feel like it's not even something that you necessarily realize you're doing. But people do see this playfulness in you. I will say that you do have maybe a little bit of Peter Pan kind of energy. With my little Tinkerbell. That there's a part of you, as interesting it is, because I feel like you are very serious about your achievements. You're very serious about intellectual pursuits, but I feel like that there are some areas where you do not want to have seriousness, but I feel at the same time that I don't think you're unaffected by this other person, because I feel like there is a particular person. I feel like they do kind of inspire that, that childhood kind of joy in you. So with the Mars charm, you are somebody that takes action. You manifest what you want. You take action towards your goals. You're very independent. And these are things that people really respect regarding you. You are also somebody who has gained a lot of wisdom. And people are also very attracted to that. People do want to see what it is that you have. And with the world charm, the world is about leveling up, going to the next level. Like you are somebody that you're willing to manifest what you want. And you are also at the same time willing to move on from past cycles into new and better ones. And that's probably why you're such an amazing manifester. So I want to say thank you. I really appreciate you. If you do want a free reading, I'm going to give away 2 as soon as I hit 5,000 subscribers. So just make sure you comment and you're subscribed and you're in the running. And thank you to everybody who's been liking, sharing, subscribing, and booking readings. It really matters, and I'm very grateful to you guys. Now let's move on to my gorgeous pile number 2s. Of course, since I dropped things on the floor, let's make sure I grab the right one. So pile number 2 is the Hierophant. So again, thank you so much. And the Hierophant is at Hello, my gorgeous Hierophants. So, with the Hierophant, I think that there is something... I think that there's something traditionally attractive about you. Like, you have some qualities that just generally tick people's boxes. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. You tend to be somebody that others would consider relationship material. How attractive are you? So people really want a chance to be with you. Like, because I think that it's actually very clear what you have to offer with the... So if people get a chance with you, they take a chance with you because they're... However, what is this Two of Pentacles? I'm going to get some clarity on that. Yeah, but you inspire a lot of passion, not just because you, I mean, it is because you inspire a lot of passion, but also people see you as somebody that, okay, I don't actually usually use this term, but I feel like I need to say it for somebody. They see you as bae. They see you as their person. So the 9. So with the 2 of... I feel like sometimes you're like this energy is a lot for you and you're trying to find your balance and also, putting up some, boundaries because, I think sometimes because people come at you with this much intensity, you might be a little bit inclined to retract your energy to it's like people need to let you get there too. How attractive are you? Yeah. So people come forward and they're like, "You're my forever person," and you're like, "Hey, can we take it back a notch?" Because it's almost like you inspire a lot of emotions and attraction, and like I feel like you actually get put on a pedestal, and you tend to like pull back because you, in order to have something be balanced, you want them to actually know you and not just, see the boxes you tick. But yeah, you are somebody who, yeah, people are like, I've got to take action now, especially if they think you're single, and people do feel like you're happy being single. But people do want to lock down some kind of emotion, some kind of relationship with you. I think sometimes to the extent where they I mean, I know it's the King of Pentacles, but I feel like sometimes people are trying to show you that they're this person, that they're that they're that person that can tick all your boxes. And sometimes one of the reasons why you're so defensive is sometimes that's true, And sometimes, like, it's not that they don't care, because I feel like you inspire a lot of emotion, but people want to move forward with you and get a little bit weird and obsessive, like, whoever you want me to be, instead of realizing that that's not the healthiest dynamic. So I feel like sometimes people are really trying to show you that they're this, because they see you as, commitment. So they want to show you that they're this commitment person who has all their money together, and, but I feel like that kind of triggers you a little bit, causes you a little bit of anxiety. Because I feel like sometimes people just come in way too intense. And I feel like you want something that is going to move towards the future, but I feel like you want something that's going to build. The Judgment card came out. I feel like you really want to, while people are really wanting to take fast action and have things, like, you want to take your time to realize, to really be able to judge the person and the situation. Are you the Emperor? I feel like because you're only willing to put up with somebody who's on your level. Like, if somebody is really shows you over time that they're that person, but you want the time to process this. You do not like it when people come on too strong. And you are ultimately manifesting this desire into your life. I'm going to get you an oracle card before I read those charms for you. How attractive are you? Time out. I feel with this and the 9 of Pentacles, I feel like you were the 9 of Pentacles. Yeah. That what you really want is time to both integrate this as well as have something that will last the test of time. Like, a tree takes a long time to grow, but then stays around for a long time. I think that the more speedy somebody acts towards you, the more anxious it puts you, because I feel like you have had dishonest people in your life who did pretend to be the person that you would want. I've got don't panic. Yeah, I feel like this intense energy, because you do inspire, a lot of intense attraction. I feel like this intense attraction does lead you to, try to, make sure things are balanced. Like you're really, I can't reach it. But I feel like it causes you anxiety. And it's not a bad thing. Like, obviously, if somebody is, really hard and heavy in the beginning, that is a red flag. And I find, I get that you are somebody that really does inspire these amazing emotions in people, and they really do see you as this relationship material that, you know, I'm hearing unicorn. Like they see you as somebody that they're not going to find somebody like. But you want somebody who is going to be okay with you taking what time you need so that things can build in a sturdy way. You, even though you inspire this this intense energy, you actually want something a little calmer, especially because I feel like you've run up against people who were very cold-hearted. I'm getting that some of you really attracted narcissists in your life. I mean, it may not be every relationship, and I'm getting that that's not the case, but that's especially why you find these this intensity up front disturbing, because it reminds you of that kind of pattern. So, yeah, people, just know that, yes, you have run against people who were not good people. But you do inspire a lot of actual, real love and, you know, like a really kind, giving kind of love as well. The problem with being attractive as you are is that you attract everything. So it does require a greater degree of discernment. 4:04 is on the clock, so 4 might be very significant to you. But yeah, I think part of your problem is that you get idealized, which sounds good on paper, but is generally a lot less pleasant in practice, because it kind of denies the entirety of who you are. So I've got the martini glass. I feel like people do want to celebrate with you. So with the mask, it's not that you're inauthentic. What I'm getting is that because you get all this intense activity, you kind of wonder whether people see you. Again, there might be, you might actually have so much idealization that you don't feel like your true face is being seen. Because you do have this, you know, you also have this loving core, this really soft heart. And you are also somebody who's very intelligent. And you have this playful energy. So that's why you have all these wonderful attributes. You're playful, you're intelligent, you're loving. But, you know, you probably have real characteristics too, because you're as every human being is, you have flaws. And I think that one of your challenges is feeling, I feel like sometimes you feel like people see your qualities, but maybe don't want to see you on a deeper level. So I feel like it's not even that you're putting the mask on, it's just that people, that you feel like people have put this persona on you, which feels very restrictive to you. But at the same time, you are all these things that are over and above what people this kind of restrictive vision of other people. So well, not of other people, that other people project on you. So at the same time, you're always moving towards your next cycle, your next bigger and better picture. You do a great deal of self-growth. And you're also somebody who really takes action on what you want. And I feel like some of you are actually really taking a time out to be by yourself. Because you want to be authentically seen. So you're extraordinarily attractive. Almost a little bit to your detriment. Like I feel like you occasionally want this time out because you feel like that you're getting projected on all this amazingness. But I think that more than anything, you truly want to be seen. And I think that that's going to be one of those things that will really make you be open again. But I think right now you're waiting for somebody that really demonstrates that they are real, that really is willing to be patient with you. So thank you so much. I really appreciate you. If you do want a free reading, I'm going to give away 2 as soon as I hit 5,000 subscribers. So just make sure you're subscribed and you comment and you're in the running. And thank you to everybody who's been booking readings, liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. It all matters, and I'm really grateful. So we're going to move on to pile number 3 with the Lovers. Hello, my gorgeous pile number 3. So with the Lovers, I'd say you're probably pretty attractive. You have this real pull. I think I said that weird. People are really pulled into your energy. And because of that, they really want to communicate feelings to you. How attractive are you? Because you give the impression of somebody that, there's a lot of love, there's a lot of reciprocation. People want to give you loving. I think people want to give you love because you're a loving person. Should I and of course the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles comes out. Like, people see you as somebody that they can, have in their life forever, that they would be happy with. People have, people fall deeply in love with you. How attractive. Seriously, 2 of Cups. I'm sorry, not the 2 of Cups. The Lover, the Ace of Cups, the 10 of Cups, the Page of Cups. People, and the 10 of Pentacles. People, people are falling in love like flies, dropping, just can't help it. You are somebody that has spent a lot of time on your own emotional control. You're somebody who has spent a lot of time making sure that you're very balanced. And people just want to be around that energy. People you know, are... Okay, you got the Ten of Cups twice and the Lovers twice. As well as the Ace of Cups. You know, like... No, just people very much fall in love with you. I'm actually getting the song I Can't Fight This Feeling Anymore in my head now, which is a very, very retro throwback. But I feel like, you know, like people, when people see you, like, you know, they get their own, you know, music playing in their heads, you know, seeing you walk in slow motion. Like, seriously? The Lovers, the Two of Cups, the Ace of Cups. You know, people can't help, like, again, now I'm getting can't help falling in love with you. Like, it's... I feel Knight of Swords. Yeah, so people definitely want to take action towards you. People feel... I feel like with this many love cards, I feel like there's definitely... I'm pretty sure that there's more than one person who is desperately in love with you. But there's somebody who definitely feels like you are, like, meant to be. And now I'm getting that song in my head again. That 80s power ballad. Okay, now Ace of Cups came out a second time. All right, well, all I can tell is that somebody... there's more than one person who's really in love with you. You know, not just a little bit in love with you, but like they can't. Oh, yeah, with the Lovers. Let's put all the cards that are duplicates together. The Lovers and the Lovers. The Ace of Cups and the Ace of Cups. The Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups. No, it's back there. It doesn't want to come out yet. With the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, you're... So there is somebody that just feels like there's definitely... Yeah, you're... So are you attractive? Yes, I'd say you're attractive. And you're not just inspiring lust, you're inspiring love and devotion and intensity and people who really want forever with you. Who just really feel that their happiness is with you, that have this overflowing love and want this new beginning with you. So I feel like, yeah, and with the Golden Crown, one of the reasons why you inspire this amount of love is because you are somebody who is so loving and compassionate. So I did get the... Okay, for some reason, because I'm not getting you're cold-hearted at all. You're somebody who's amazingly loving. And that's one of the reasons why you inspire this love, that you inspire this loyalty. You're bringing people who are part of your soul family. You know, you have people who just feel like you are destined to be with them. Are some of these people, I feel like some of these people have been, you know, kind of being sneaky about it. Like I feel like some of the people who actually love you are really, you know, are really not being honest about their feelings regarding you. Like they're trying to show, they're trying, it's like you do actually have somebody who's trying to make it seem like they don't care. But they care a crazy amount. And it's not really even obsessive, cause I'm not really, but they care this huge amount, but they're trying to show you at the same time that they don't care, and they're trying to run away from the situation. So, do you inspire, you know, like, I would say, yeah, you inspire really tender, true love. But there's somebody who's like, really doesn't want to let you know how much you affect them. I've got the mother charm. So, are you a mother? I think that the person who is trying to not let you know has some kind of hang up with their mother. And that is something that is transferring over. And causing them to act really not in their best interest. And you know, just because you understand why somebody does something, it's not an excuse for doing it. But I feel like no matter what direction they take, it always comes back to you. With the rose, this person, I mean, people really do appreciate you in general. People do find you beautiful. People realize that you, like, they see you as somebody that is deserving of appreciation. Even this person who is playing out whatever they're doing, they know that you're worthy of this appreciation. They feel all these tender feelings for you. With the double-decker bus, you guys might have some relationship to the United Kingdom. But I feel like you're very attractive. And I feel like, yes, more than one person's very much, like, not just attracted to you, but, like, in love with you. But I feel like when you make moves forward, when you make practical progress, you actively bring people along. You're somebody who's very giving, sharing. Like, this is a very compassionate card. This is and you inspire a lot of loyalty because of this love and compassion. Yeah, it's just like people can't help but see how amazing you are. And with the dragon, again, it's also could be related to the United Kingdom. But I will say, are you the dragon? I feel like sometimes people feel kind of possessive in regards to you. which, you know, can be a very negative characteristic. So definitely be careful of that. But I feel like some people really want to be protective of you because with, you know, like in some ways people tend to see you as kind of too pure for this world, you know, and people want to protect that part of you because they, you know, you bring so much happiness to others. I feel like, you know, you build people in communities. Like you are somebody who, because through your compassion, you make people feel this just amazing amount of love and compassion that people want to act towards, people want to show love towards. So like I feel like both in a romantic and in a platonic sense, you are so loving, so you bring so much love to you. So you should know that that is something that's truly amazing about you. That I feel like people can kind of see into your heart, and they love what they see there. So thank you so much. I really appreciate you. If you do want a free reading, I'm going to give away 2 as soon as I hit 5,000 subscribers. So just make sure you're subscribed and you comment and you're in the running for that. I just want to say thank you to everybody who's been booking readings, liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting. It all matters, and I'm really grateful. Thank you so much. And we're going to move on to pile number 4 with the Queen of Cups. Hello, my Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is somebody that is very emotionally intelligent, very emotionally open. You're somebody that it's not that you're somebody that is willing to let people know that you care. You also might be very Queen of Cups could also be a psychic person. So I feel like you, and I did get a little bit of input there, so I feel like some of you do have this extra bit of knowledge through this more emotional side. So with the Knight of Swords and the Death card, I'm going to get some clarity on the Death card. Of course, the Ace of Wands comes out for a second time. You're somebody that, when faced with great change, you move forward. You're somebody who's really willing to put in that work and take the opportunities in front of you. You are this loving person, but you are somebody, I feel like you are willing to, you're definitely willing to move forward on your goals and definitely away from, you are not somebody who wants to put up with drama. You are somebody who will, you are going to move away from that because you're going to move. You're like, I'm breaking that cycle. So some of you are people that have had to break cycles before. You're not willing to put up with something that isn't pleasant for you. You're somebody who's like, I'm going to take this new opportunity and put all my energy and effort towards that new opportunity. So I'm getting that you're very loving, you're very caring, but you're very ambitious. And you may not be ambitious in a completely, because you're ambitious in a way like, I'm moving away onto things that pay off for me, away from things that are painful. So, I mean, some of your goals are along the more emotional realm, but you still, but they're goals that you're putting in effort. So I think that sometimes you are putting I feel like some of you are really putting, like, it's not that people don't want passionate new beginnings with you. I feel like you inspire a lot of passion, but you're also, you're good at reading people, and you're going to move on from anything that's not good. You're just, I feel like that you are this really loving, kind person, but you've come to the point where you need to set boundaries and end things that are harmful to you. So you take that new opportunity and you put as much work into it as you need to. So you're actually very impressive. Again, it's like this one is moving to that card, and that card's moving to that card, and this card is moving to this card. You're really willing to, like, take the steps. I heard work the steps, so I don't know if some of you have dealt with the 12-step program. But if you have, I'm going to say that you're going to do very well. Not that you have to, that's, that's for a few people. But you are somebody that, yeah, I'm getting, like, you are very psychically plugged in. So you're willing to take this leap of faith and put this work in, because where a lot of people see confusion, you are being guided by your intuition. So you're occasionally making intuitive leaps, but you're also, I feel like, really balancing that out. People, yeah, and you're 100% like leaving anything that is emotionally unfulfilling. So part of what makes you attractive is, while you're so kind, you're also not, you're definitely not a doormat. You're somebody, like, you're somebody that is moving on to what is, you take your opportunities, you move away from what doesn't work, you put all your effort into what does, and you really have faith, which allows you to handle things with a lot more grace than anybody would have expected, really. So part of what makes you attractive is you're so, you're loving and kind, but you're also passionate, you're fiery, you have a lot of earth energies here. So, like, you're practical, like, you're so balanced with your passion, with your emotions, with your passion, with practical action. So I've got the Four of Pentacles. With the Four of Pentacles, give me some clarity on the Four of Pentacles. Are you I feel like you definitely, I feel like this is part of what you're walking away from. You're walking away from people who either hold on in an unhealthy way or are just too stingy. regarding you, like, are unwilling to fill any of the cups. So, but I still feel like 4 of Cups, 9 of Swords. I feel like that you've dealt with a lot of anxiety regarding this lack of flow. And I feel like it's not on your ends. I feel like, you know, you're willing to, you know, walk away. You're willing to put the work in. You're willing to, you know, put, you know, so Spirit really wants to know you that you're doing everything right. So you're I'd say you're very spiritually impressive, is what it is. Like, and people do, you know, you do have physical beauty, and you do have this emotional, watery kind of nature. But you're willing to cut out things that don't serve you. You're ready. You're in for passionate new beginnings where your needs are met. You're in for clarity. You've got some really, your oldest water energy, but you have really strong boundaries. And you have really strong, yeah, you're only in it. You're like, yes, I could, you know, I think that people have offered you less than what you're worth, but you're unwilling to settle for less than what you're worth. You're here for something that is balanced, something that brings happiness, something that is stable. So I feel that is what you're attracting, because you are absolutely, you're like, you may have had a lack of clarity before, but you have a lot of clarity now on what you are and are not willing to put up with. And it's like you're definitely going to bring in that, because you're unwilling to accept less than what you're worth. So, and you have found a way of cutting out what doesn't serve you, while at the same time not becoming hard. You've just found your internal strength. And I felt like that this kind of fell out too. So you found your internal strength. You grounded yourself. So what makes you attractive? So just know that what you are attracting in is what you want, and it is because you're just not accepting things you don't want. So soon they're just going to stop being presented to you. I feel like, yeah, for right now you're still going to get those things, but it's just your willingness to cut it out, to walk away, to only put up with the things that are right for you. Are things that are bringing you greater happiness. With the shadow self, do you need to go into? I feel like you have had to go into your shadow self, go into the parts of you that have been hurt, to really. I think that one of the reasons why you're so emotionally intelligent is that you have done internal work, and that you have accepted the parts of you that might have contributed to situations that, while they weren't your fault, didn't give you the result that you wanted. And you've really gone deeper so that you can walk away from things that don't serve you. Because you definitely have dealt with situations where people were dishonest. You've dealt with people who were cruel. But I feel like what you want is somebody that brings you comfort and a sense of home and belonging. And that is absolutely what you're manifesting in your life. Just the Spirit wants you to know that because you've done this work, because you're so emotionally intelligent, that you are going to get this really tender, kind love, that you're going to get this sense of belonging and home and family. Yeah. That your wish fulfillment is here because of the healing that you've done. And maybe not all of it is manifested yet, because I feel like some of this has more manifested on the non-physical plane at this point. But all this work that you've put into yourself is bringing in this stable love, is cutting out these people that don't serve you. Because you are somebody who's consistently putting in the work, you're somebody who is letting things go that don't serve you. And, willing to move forward passionately, really wanting truth. Really willing to put in the work for balance. And I get that you're somebody, you may have had fear expressing your feelings at some point, but I feel like now you are somebody that has found power in that. Because you have done so much to make yourself an idealized version of yourself, So, are you attractive? Yes. Because you're somebody who's so loving, so kind, that is really only going to accept something that is really the best for you because you've done the work, so that you can move away from anything that doesn't serve you anymore. Yeah, you're somebody who's, willing to move forward and really willing to consistently put in the work and effort to get the results that you want. And you've gotten to a point where you're not as afraid of the unknown anymore. It's like what used to scare you is now fueling you, but not in a place of fear anymore. It's more that you're really being open and willing to have faith and move in the direction of your intuition and let things go that need to be let go of, so that you can have these passionate beginnings, that you can have these beginnings that have integrity and clarity. Yeah. Because you're done with the strife. You're done with the anxiety. And so you're actively manifesting, happiness into your life. I feel like, are you attractive? Absolutely yes. You're somebody who's very caring. You're somebody who's been through a lot, but hasn't let that harden them, which is an incredibly attractive characteristic. and you are just very impressive. In all you've done to move forward, and I feel like you're just somebody who's like, what do I need to do next? Because I feel like you're at a point where, yes, people are attracted to you, but you're letting a lot of your focus be internal, because you're working on, like, how can I make this better? How can I make this? And as soon as you have the opportunities, you work towards the opportunities. So people, can't, who know you, who see you, who you haven't cut out of your life because they, weren't people that you needed to, because you definitely have needed to. They just see, like, some of this progress is, it's like a lot of this progress is really slow. But the thing is, like, if they look away from you for a minute, they can't help but see, oh my God, this amazing amount of progress. Like, you're somebody, 444 is on the clock. So that might be significant to you. You were also the fourth pile. But that this grit, this determination, this emotional intelligence is all extraordinarily attractive. Again, you do have, you're very physically attractive too. I felt that as well. But it's kind of secondary to this, this extremely impressive amount of self-growth that you've demonstrated, that people are very attracted to. So, and know that it is going to pay off for you. So thank you. I really appreciate you. If you do want a free reading, I'm going to give away 2 as soon as I hit 5,000 subscribers. So make sure you've subscribed and you comment and you're in the running. I want to say thank you to everybody who's booking readings, liking, sharing, subscribing. It all matters. It all helps. And thank you so much.